Cube, here with the Feed the Beast tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a mob spawner for any mob that can be caught in a safari net or soul shard. It works better if the mob can be caught in a soul shard, but if you have to settle for a safari net, then you can go ahead and do that too. First thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and create a soul shard made with 8 endstone in this pattern for netherrack and a glowstone in the middle. Right click the glowstone with a diamond and you get your soul shard. Now, I'm doing this in creative, so I need to pop into survival for this next part. But you need to find a blaze, kill it. So obviously you'll be in the nether for this part, and then you'll have a tier 0 blaze soul shard. After this, you're gonna want to find approximately 2 to 3 nether fortresses. If they're big, then you need to find less, but you need to find 5 or 6 blaze spawners. You can either find 5 and kill a couple blazes, or find 6 blaze spawners. But anyway, you're gonna want to right click them all. Just make sure you have a tier 5 blaze spawner. This is important. Next thing you're gonna want to do is get an advanced enchantment table and create this sword. Unbreaking 3, Stole Sealer 5, Sharpness 5, Looting 3. It's a very nice sword, and especially useful for a part I'll show later in the video. After this, you're going to want to create a room that looks something like this, with conveyor belts in a 9x9 pattern leading to a little spot, and a soul cage suspended in the air so that when the mobs spawn, they fall down and make room for more mobs to spawn. Oh gosh, that one's going to be hostile at me now. Better get out of here. Soul cages are created with 8 iron bars in the shape of a chest. Anyway, at the end of this little small corridor, you're going to want to have a grinder powered by whatever you want. These don't take much energy, but I just popped an ultimate hybrid solar panel here because I'm creative and I can. You can pipe out the drops below. I tried to create a barrel sorting system, but I failed horribly at barrels, so it just kind of ended up spreading all the blaze rods throughout the barrels. Because you can get more than just blaze rods from this. You can get miniature red hearts from Tinker's Construct, which are very nice. They can be used to bring yourself up to 20 hearts. Anyway, you're gonna want to pump out the essence, which is basically experience, from the grinder using liquiducts. You can use buildcraft waterproof pipes, but there's no reason to be using those anymore. Oh, by the way, this works in Feed the Beast Unleashed 1.5.2, but this will work in almost any mod that has Mine Factory loaded, Buildcraft, and Soul Shards. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Alright, anyway. You're going to want to pump out this essence into a giant tank, and have the essence be pumped up. Hold on, is there anything in there? Okay, lots of skeletons. Not good. You're going to want to have it be pumped into another similar room. This one has to be dark, however. With an autospawner, pump the essence into the autospawner and have it powered. This machine does take quite a bit of energy, but anyway, next thing you're gonna want to do is find the mob that you want to turn into a spawner. So for example, skeleton. I've already got a skeleton in a safari net, so safari nets, you simply go up to the mob and right click them, and it'll put them in the safari net. It's kind of funny, like a Pokeball, but yeah, they're fun to mess around with in multiplayer, especially if you have a launcher. But anyway, go to the auto spawner and put to the safari net in there. Do not hit spawn exact copy unless you know what that does and you know you need it, because it uses a lot more essence and a lot more energy. Anyway, you're gonna want to figure out at which height your mob spawning chamber is, and either dig 23 blocks below, or just find, or 28. I'm sorry, or find. No, 23. Find 23 blocks below this, so 31 minus 23 is 8. So, just mark that block, because that's the block which the mob needs to fall, provided they have 20 health. Just take whatever number of health they have and add 3, for the most part. Some mobs have special damage properties, but, so for example, an Enderman has 40 health, so you're going to want to dig 43 blocks down. And then just grab an empty soul shard. So I have one for blaze, but you don't really need this one because it's supposed to be over there, but I already have it set up. So take the sword that you have from earlier and simply go over here and kill the mobs, and they'll put it in the soul shard. Now with a Soul Stealer 5 sword, every kill gets you 6 souls. So now, instead of having to get 1,024 skeleton kills, you should have to get roughly 200 skeleton kills, and they're very easy to get. They don't even attack you. You actually might get a little bit of damage if you're in survival, unless you create a better trap, because these are skeletons and they will shoot at you. But just sitting here for a couple minutes, let me even turn my auto clicker on. Just sitting here for a couple minutes like this, you get tons of spoil bags, which are very nice drops from extra utilities. Reference to Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. But turn it off. Let's see how many kills we have. 690, about halfway there, and that's just from a little bit of clicking. And now, even though I left this running before I started the video, it does not take very long for the skeletons to add up. So now that you have your, let's say this is a tier 5 soul shard, or I'll talk about it while I'm clicking. If you have your tier 5 soul shard, which I'm going to get in a couple seconds, then you can make a setup similar to the blaze one I had earlier. Well, behind me, basically. And you can actually use a grinder for that, pump the essence out into a tank, and use it for more mob spawners, similar to these, autospawners. If not, then you can simply hook it up to something similar to this, but with a soul cage up there, so it drops them down to 1, and you can manually get them. But something nice about this essence, it's called. Like I mentioned earlier, if I mentioned it earlier, this is actually similar to experience points, even though it's getting pumped out and pumped in and pumped out immediately. It's similar to experience points, so if you have enough of the build-up of this, there is a way to turn it into levels. I'm not entirely sure how. I believe it involves an essence bucket. But you can also use it to power an auto enchanter, auto anvil. I believe an auto disenchanter also takes essence as well. But it's a very nice liquid to have. Oh, see, it's starting to build up. No, it's not. That was just a graphical glitch. I lied. But if your mob cannot be put into a soul shard, oh my gosh, I need to put that back. All right, the mobs are about to go flying out. That happened in the failed recording, which I might show later. But if your mob cannot be caught in a soul shard, then simply put it in a safari net and put it up in the auto spawner up there, and then just make a drop trap. And you can use a grinder, but mobs spawn from an auto spawner do not produce the enough essence required to power the auto spawner. So, for example, it takes 3 mobs in a grinder to spawn 2 auto spawner mobs. So, if you're thinking you're funny or creative by putting a grinder here and then pumping the essence back up, you're really just wasting your energy and time. Because in a couple minutes you'll soon run out of essence, because you need more essence to run the machine than you get by using the machine. Anyway, I think we have tier 5. Yep, tier 5. So what we can actually go and do now, let me empty out these barrels. Oh, apparently emptying out them means breaking them, but you can actually go ahead and replace the sorry, that's a glitch with the door thing. I didn't get it set up very well. You can go ahead and replace the blaze with a skeleton if you really want to. Let's just close that up. And so now the bones are, of course, popping out into nowhere. But if you had some barrel setups, now you can actually just remove the blazes and replace them with skeletons, and it works just like a charm, still providing essence, of course. So that's kind of nice. You can duplicate this as much as you want and have it pumping into one tank, one giant tank, which can power a lot of auto spawners. But basically the kickstart to this is over here, those blaze, because blaze spawners are very easy to find and they give you a lot of kills. And you can use the essence from the blaze to power an auto spawner, which you can use to get more soul shards, which you can use to get more essence, which you can use to get more auto spawners. And it's pretty much incremental. With every new spawner, you get more essence, you get more auto spawners, you get more soul shards, and it just keeps going and going. And it does speed up the game quite a bit if you have access to unlimited blaze rods, unlimited arrows, unlimited bones, unlimited just drops from almost any mob in the game. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you learned some stuff about Feed the Beast in this video. And I will see you next time.